What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It seems like there's been a bit of a rash of firings now, as well as GNO Media. They have completely, shut down Jezebel, a pro-feminist site that has been around for 16 years, that has given us such incredible pieces as... Probably you should beat up your boyfriend. Don't mess with us. We'll F you up, right? I'll put this link in the description because it's a hilarious little piece that just like... This is one of their first... It was published in 2007. This website was made by Gawker Media, which says a lot, in 2007. If you don't remember, Gawker Media is the Hulk Hogan thing, right? They got sued by Hulk Hogan for terrible news, like infringements? Is that the word? On Hulk Hogan's privacy part. And they got sued into oblivion, literally. They went bankrupt because of it. Jezebel was an outlet that was sold, along with, I'm fairly certain, Kotaku, which also got layoffed. So they were also got hit by redundancies. Again, because you might remember, a while back, Kotaku was also in big trouble with a bunch of layoffs. It couldn't have happened to a worse company, so I'm not entirely, it's not the worst thing to happen, right? Gaming journalists these days aren't exactly known for their unbiased reporting, shall we say, put it mildly. Quickly, let's go into Jezebel. So it's completely shuttered. The GNO Media chief announced the move in a memo to staff. Supposedly it was an excruciating decision, but I highly doubt that. I don't really see Jezebel being a major income source for GNO Media. It's almost certainly lost the money, right? Which is why they're just shuttering it down. They were in talks with a bunch of people, but not a single one actually bought the game. So apparently talks with more than 24 potential buyers ended without success. And then he spins that to make that a good thing, right? It's a testament to Jezebel's heritage and bona fides that so many players engaged us. Yeah, but nobody bought it. So they engaged you for it. They're like, $5? No, that's too much. Obviously, we're a bit facetious. But it's still kind of funny. What's not so funny, obviously, is the 23 jobs lost. Anyone who's ever been fired due to no fault of their own will 100% understand, like, that's not fun for people. It really does mess with your mental equilibrium, so to speak. So that on obviously not funny, but losing this specific page in the media landscape is going to not impact anything at all. Besides of those two, of the X amount of people that still worked at Jezebel. Because the 23 jobs lost is not just for Jezebel. That includes the Kotaku layoffs. We're not entirely... It's not known yet how many Kotaku layoffs there will be. But once again, Kotaku is getting hit. It's a long time coming, right? Like, when I see Kotaku, I instantly just like, I want to read the page, the news from a different site. Like, I know that's kind of dumb, but it's just, I cannot trust Kotaku. I cannot trust them to give me gaming news without putting their own political slant on it. It's just not, that's just not gonna happen with Kotaku, right? So the fact that they're now, once again, losing people, on the one hand, doesn't surprise me because I think a lot of people will also think like me, like, we just want our gaming news. We just want, what's the gaming news? That's the gaming news? Thanks. I don't need your personal opinion on it. I don't need your oh, there's not enough women, oh, there's too much women. I really don't care on either side, right? Just let me have my escapism, right? We're just there for escapism. We just want to know about the game. I don't need to know anything about the politic nonsense. And if you're gonna shove that through my throat, I'm going to go somewhere else, which will then inevitably lead to layoffs. So zero, what's the word? I'm not really sympathetic to them being laid off. The individual, yes. The company as a whole, no. It's also no real surprise that Jezebel eventually shuttered, right? I'm actually amazed that it survived for 16 years, which is probably more an indication of our political landscape than anything else. I mean, you named your I don't even know if I can say this on YouTube, right? Jezebel literally means whore. That's probably not the maybe don't name your publication whore, you know? Like, I don't understand why you would do that. Like, that's literally what that means. Jezebel is a synonym for, you know. So that's kind of dumb. But to have it be successful for 16 years, something tells me they've been running at a loss for a couple of years already. Like, there's almost no chance. Besides being, you know, besides us or me, I can't say about you, but I'm definitely terminally online. But besides the people who are terminally online, would anyone read a feminist website like this? Like, and they go hard, right? Like I said, like, have you ever beat up a boyfriend? Because we have. Like, oh, according to a study of relationships that engage in non-reciprocal violence, a whopping 70% are perpetrated by women. So this is a study that was done. How do I explain this? Okay, so 70% of domestic violence where only one party commits the violence and the other party just lets it happen, 70% of those are committed by women. And they're like loving this, right? Like, after reviewing the answers, they conducted an informal survey of the Jezebels, and they even called their staff whores. What? Whatever. That's neither here nor there. After reviewing the answers, let's just say it'd be wise to never ever F with us. One Jezebel got into it with a dude while they were breaking up, while another Jez went nuts on her guy and began violently shoving him. One of your editors heard her boyfriend flirting on the phone with another girl, our editors. So she slapped the phone out of his hands and hit him in the face and neck. Partially open-handed. What the hell does that mean, partially open-handed? Like, you mean like this? That's still basically a fist, right? Because that's how you throw a jab. When you throw a jab, you do that partially open-handed. You don't, like, ball up your fist. Next. Move on. Another editor slapped a guy when he told me he thought he had breast cancer. That's a bit weird. Lastly, one Jez punched a steady in the face and broke his glasses. Like, what? He had discovered a sex story she was writing about another dude. She belongs to the streets. On her laptop, so he picked it up and threw it. That's a bit much as well. But you don't punch people in the face for that. That's when she socked him. He was totally asking for it. So they're like glorifying violence from women perpetrated towards men, and they're loving this. And somehow, even though this was in like the first year of their publication, they survived for 16 years. Yeah, I'm baffled that they survived for 16 years. So, ding dong, the witch is dead. On that front, nothing was lost. Nothing of value was lost. Couple of firings on Kotaku, as mentioned as well. So that could have some impact in how Kotaku works in the future. But honestly, I don't see Kotaku surviving too much longer either. Like, they can't have that much engagement anymore after all of the mess that went down like a while back. Where, like, I forgot the guy's name, but like their main draw, that guy left, and a bunch of other people got fired, and now more people getting fired. I do think it's probably like a slow spiral towards oblivion for Kotaku. And once again, almost certainly nothing of value will be lost. I try and actively avoid Kotaku because I know they'll give me like some bias and shove some shit down my throat that I'm not even interested in or looking for. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is very unfortunate. I want to reiterate this one more time. It is very unfortunate for the 23 people that'll lose their job. Especially if you're like not expecting it at all. That is a mind fuck and a half. Like, I've been through that. I'm going through something similar right now. I can tell you, it is not fun. So they have my full compassion on that. But as a company, let's go, bro. Why aren't you dead yet? Oh. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Subscribe, follow the channel. You know all the drill. Fuck off. Go play some games. I love you all.